Hey, Karen, Daphne here. So sorry this correction is late. Sorry I didn't find it yesterday. I should have got it back to you earlier. But here we go. And you're right, this is the most horrible essay title there is. I think it's highly unlikely that you have something as horrible as this in the exam. The reason it's there, though, to be honest, is just to challenge you and just to show you you can do it. If you have a question that you think, oh, help, 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 what do I do? You can do it. Okay, so well done. Well done for even trying. I would find this really hard. So nowadays, some argue democracy is under its biggest threat since inception. Some argue due to capital markets, the electorate has lost control. What do you think? Give reasons. Okay. It's widely accepted democracy has been underestimated as the modern world has changed dramatically. Okay, underestimated? Maybe, I would say maybe, I would say has been challenged, not necessarily underestimated. Some authorities have claimed that international stock markets pose detrimental threats or citizens' political freedom. Okay, well, historians believed there could be other factors that had devastating impacts, such as the rapid development of technology. Very nice idea. Those detrimental threats too. So we threaten to citizens' political freedom. That's really interesting. And I would probably say the power of stock markets, just to show where we're going. That powerful international, because this is the kind of challenge. While other historians, so just by using one word here, one little adjective, you can really develop the meaning. While historians, you don't need other, because you've got some authorities and other and historians. Now, I wouldn't say have believed, I would just go present simple, because you're saying they believe it now. Have believed suggests they believed it in the past, but now they don't. But you want present simple, believe that there could be other factors. Really nice. Well done. Two leading causes of diminishing. Excellent. Capitalistic. Um, we don't say capitalistic. Oh my goodness, I've got a blank. Um, Hang on. Let's just do a synonym on that one. Okay, thesaurus. Capitalist. That's right. So I'm just checking. So we should check that word. That word doesn't exist. So capitalist. That's it. That's the adjective. Okay. It is apparent that we are facing global economics in which every financial unit is closely connected worldwide. Okay, that I wouldn't use we, okay, because you haven't done that before, and it's very important to distance yourself. So don't use we. That so I would go. It's very apparent that the global economic market is is characterized by was characterized by the um, the way that. Okay, characterized by the way that. So we could take out this, but I really like this bit. Every financial unit is closely connected worldwide. Uh, what does that mean? You could, meaning that, da da da. Yeah, the impact of something that happens in America triggers an impact that happens in Thailand or something. Furthermore, provided that companies have enough capacity to develop their business, they don't contract, full rating, allowed to monopolize the markets they become involved in. They don't use get, it's a bit informal. They become involved in. Okay. Suppressing counterparts regardless of the values of cooperation and solidarity. Lovely. Consequently, I would say take out that furthermore, and I would use this, meaning that provided companies da da da. This flows better for me. I mean, I'm not going to question you on the politics of the whole thing. That's too complicated. But in terms of correcting the English, and in terms of this working out for an IELTS essay, the flow is so important, isn't it? Consequently, the gap between dominant enterprises and small business units is getting bigger. I would say is increasing. Let's check out the language. And accordingly, comma, leads to partiality in every area, particularly in politics. For example, Facebook was deeply connected to the Russian government, which is renowned for political corruption. Absolutely, but be careful because it's a big statement. Facebook, well, yeah, I suppose, yeah, okay, which is renowned for political corruption. Yeah, all right, go for it. As a result, it was proven, yes, that the government could heavily rely on influential global companies. Yeah, absolutely, so true. Well done. We're deeply going to before. Let's get this lovely word in here, disruptive. This is a very kind of good word, used quite a lot nowadays. Disruptive. Showing that it was used for, obviously corruption is a negative word, but disruption as well. It's a negative force. Another reason for the collapse of democracy is related to technological improvement, which has been achieved in a short period. Lovely. Undeniable that machines and robots have substituted not only animals' labours, but also human jobs. Wow, well done. Be careful here. I don't want your comment, no comment, until you come to the end. Then we can have your opinion. But now, take out that, because this phenomenon will be even more prevalent, or I would say could be even more prevalent in the future as the majority of government assets are invested. You don't need that because you've already got the majority. You don't need both in scientific development. Don't use that because that's personal comment. We don't want nothing personal in this, okay? But you could connect this, make this sentence in longer, which in the future could cause significant layoffs of manual labour. Good. Just go manual labour. In the end, individuals will lose their reputation as producers in the economy at the same time as voters in politics. Well done. Wow. Lose their reputation as producers in the economy at the same time as maybe loyal voters you could have to make the point that the power of the democracy they've lost faith in their government, maybe. That's a really interesting point. In conclusion, it does say, what do you think? So you do need to give me an opinion here, okay? I believe that in this increasingly linked global world, which is highly influenced by multinationals, citizens might as well be ready. That's a bit too informal. Yeah, that's like, better get ready. Citizens should be prepared for changes that globalization, high technology industry will bring to our political ecology. Wow, I love that. Political ecology, I would probably say political landscape. You've done that absolutely brilliantly. I'm very impressed with that, Karen. It's a really, really good essay. Very interesting. Goodness me. Don't worry if it took you more than 40 minutes, because as I say, this is super hard. But in terms of what I'm looking at, in terms of your language, amazing vocabulary, very good coherence going through that. Task achievement, absolutely, you've answered the question really well as well. And you've got some nice grammar. Well done. Good task. So here we go. This is a little bit more straightforward. Graphs with recycling. Okay, so we're going to have a look at these. I'm just going to try and move this up. 3 bar charts compare. Here we go. Proportions of 3 main materials, including glass, paper, and plastics, in 2 Spanish countries. Okay, Spanish cities, not countries. Spanish cities and worldwide. Okay. Overall, while paper is the most recycled, I would use material. You've got materials. Is the most recycled entity? A nice word. Glass is the least one. Is the least one what? The least. Okay. I think you need to repeat recycled. The least recycled internationally. Oh, hang on. Be careful here. You cannot put your political comment, your comment, I mean. So incidentally is your comment. So you can't have any comment, and nothing personal in here. It doesn't collide. It doesn't collide. Um, oh, coincide. Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. This is a or I'll go high differential with recycling patterns shown by two cities. Okay. In Barcelona, more than half of the total recycled products um, are now more than half is plural are made of glass, totaling 55%. Meanwhile, are more likely to recycle plastics. Really good. The percentage of recycling, well done, very nice. It's very clear. Good work there. However, that is okay, but no, actually it's not okay. However, it's more for task 2. So make sure we use this instead, more professional for the task 1. In contrast, the proportion of recycled paper in Madrid is just 22%, which shows a similar share with that of Barcelona. In contrast, the trend of global recycling, citizens tend to recycle more glass and less paper. Okay. Then let's just compare it to worldwide than those than the rest of the world. I think you need that because otherwise it feels like you're talking about Spain and you're not talking much about the rest of the world. So I think you need to see that final line you've got in contrast to the trend, but just reinforce it there. But Karen, those are really, really well done. Difficult ones. I think the next ones are a little bit nicer. I hope so. Well done, you.